Hello everyone, welcome into this new video. In today's tutorial, let's take a look at how we can use the top 5 applications for artificial intelligence art. So I'm using actually ChatGPT. This one helps us a lot with questions and prompts that you can ask into the ChatGPT. For example, I want to make variations of a artwork I have just created. Show these how many ways you could go about creating variations of an artwork, change the color, alter the composition, change the medium, experiment with different styles, add text and other elements. And here, if let's say I asked for, can you give me suggestions of a artificial intelligence app that can help me improve my artwork? Question mark, answer. And the computer says there are many AI tools that can help you improve your artwork. The first one is DeepArt, and the second one is called Prisma. Now, speaking about the artificial tools, I can strongly suggest you to use the first one called Midjourney. Midjourney is an amazing place to actually create text prompts, a lot of artworks based on only text description. For example, I told the computer to create a Five Nights at Freddy's wallpaper in high quality, and the computer create itself this image. I didn't have to input like the bell, the style, anything at all. The computer did this by itself, and I asked the computer to do something else, do more variations of that, and the computer did 4 different wallpapers. So in my case, I do like the first option, for example. And here I just make the upscale version, and voila, the computer actually done a really great work. So this is one great application that you can use in order to start making some artificial intelligence images. You need to have, of course, a Discord account in order to have the server already enabled in here. This is really for free because this one has a free trial version, and you can choose to work in here, and then later if you want to purchase a subscription or whatever, here are the current price that you can choose. Then what you do have here is the one that's called OpenArt.ai. This one is going to be helping you a lot to actually work into the same stuff, but this one has 2 recommendations that I can give you. So by default, this is like the recommendation number 2 and number 3. The recommendation number 2 is called Stable Diffusion. So the OpenArt.ai has this model of Stable Diffusion where you can do exactly the same thing. Create a prompt, and the computer is going to be generating something for you. And here, what I can do is to actually edit the actual models. For example, the Stable Diffusion, I want to generate, let's say, 4 images. I can choose a model version, the width of the generated image if I want to upscale this, and here you can choose, let's say, F scale like this, steps, the sampler we'll leave like that, and after that here you can just ask for a prompt. Let's say, for example, a futuristic city at midnight, and here I want to tap Tacoma cinematic style. Let's say I want to choose high quality, 8K, I don't know, maybe neon dot create. And as you can see, we have this bar where the computer is working into our prompt. So what the Stable Diffusion do is exactly the same thing into Midjourney, but this one actually works with different models. So that's the reason why this one has more than one model, and this is the image that was generated by the Stable Diffusion. If you want to have different models, for example, the DALL-E number 2, DALL-E number 2 is something that was created and generated by OpenAI. So OpenAI has their own unique way to actually create images as you do want to do, and this one is called DALL-E number 2. DALL-E number 2 is exactly the same thing. Here you have a text prompt, for example an astronaut riding a hose in the style of Andy Warhol, and boom, this is the style of Andy Warhol of an astronaut riding a hose. So this is what exactly does DALL-E number 2 doing here, and this one is implemented already into the OpenArt.ai, so you can choose to change that from Stable Diffusion into DALL-E number 2, and the number of images, the version is going to be looking really different. If you want to work an external way of DALL-E number 2, hit into login. So here is the place where you can start using a detailed description. If I go into my history, it's going to be appearing to all the generated files that were created for me. For example, I do have, let's say for example, this option that says Mexico City in the style of Minecraft, and boom, this is what the computer has created for me. You can download the image if you want to, or you can create some more stuff based on what you are looking for. Now I'm going to go back here into the OpenArt.ai to check the results that were created for me. So as you can see, I have 4 images. I have number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So I think the number 4 actually looks great for me. You can choose to upscale or to make variations. That totally depends on you, so you can create your own stuff. If I open a new tab and tap for Stable Diffusion, most people commonly open the StableDiffusionWeb.com, where in here what you can do is to do exactly the same thing, but this is just like a free version to generate some photorealistic images. So if you scroll all your way down, you do have this prompt where I can choose enter your prompt, and I want to do exactly the same thing, a futuristic, and boom, there we go. This is what the Stable Diffusion Web has created to us. As you can see, we do have like a different ways here. You can choose the advanced settings, and you can choose the guidance scale to see this a little bit more big enough or not, and there you go. This is something really great that the artificial intelligence has created for us. Now if I go back into the ChatGPT, as you can see, we do have different tools that can be helping us to look for more stuff if you don't know how to look that into Google. For example, this one has suggested us the DeepArt application. So DeepArt, be an artist, refers into some artistic style. This is like more like using let's say filters. So I think like the best option for us that would be this one, that as Midjourney, DALL-E, Stable Diffusion, and much more. In my case, I do love to work with Midjourney because Midjourney created really amazing work based on just one prompt. So I think that so far Stable Diffusion, it's not so accurate, but I think that you can work with Stable Diffusion, DALL-E, Midjourney, and so much more tools in only one work. That totally depends on you. If you're looking to edit some prompts, if you're looking to making some 4K cinematic style, and so on and on. So with that being said, guys, this is how we go to the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you do want to see more amazing tools of the artificial intelligence, the science. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. The best of luck to you, and I will see you on the next video.